My friends, welcome to another episode of the Nuclear Heatwave Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by Mafia Sports Report. As always, I'm Dr. Love, and of course, we've got my brother from another mother who's still in Glasgow.
I'm still here, guys.
Still in Glasgow.
Surprised you haven't gotten an accent.
All right.
Sauce.
And Sauce Bronson. And then, of course, we got this guy.
And
that
this
guy
is hungry today, and he will be eating.
Listen, the food out here is terrible, but the driving is great, so we'll be fine.
There you go. I know. That looks delicious right there.
Except for the tomatoes.
Oh, okay. There we go. No tomatoes
Like,
here.
you're not a tomato guy?
I do not like tomatoes.
Oh, give me some more tomatoes. Make it as sloppy as possible.
Oh, man.
Especially some cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, you can have them if you want to. I can mail them.
All right, wait. You heard this first. He's not a tomato guy. I guess he could never win the Tomato Fountain Championship.
What do you mean not win? I never lost it.
Verbatim. What did he just say? He is not a tomato guy.
They didn't put the mushrooms in.
He's now made an enemy for life. Anyways, we're here to talk to you guys a little bit about Clash of the Castle. And then, of course, I know something happened yesterday. The debut of the WYATT 6.
Didn't see it coming.
I have my thoughts about that.
Yes. But we're going to talk about the Clash of the Castle because of the 5 matches that they had. But we do have some comments already. We always like that right now. So time for UFL football. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's always good to see it.
Yes.
What you gonna do? And the doctor's in, of course, the Sauce and Heezy, and then a D-Town guy in the house. All right, and we have time for UFL football. I have a fever, and the only prescription is the big boots. I like it. Always good. Thank you. So, we're going to talk about Clash of the Castle a little bit. Now, one thing that I found out, well, everyone found out afterwards, where there were some issues, some technical difficulties. I hate saying botches per se.
Sometimes you gotta call them what they are.
But I will say anything that had to do with the top rope, including Jade Cargill's miss, including the incident with Damian Priest getting hung up in it, there was a problem with the rope. And I love how the opening match, which was the I Quit match, which the referee let AJ Styles know immediately that the rope was too loose. And he uses that rope a lot. Jumping up, phenomenal forearm. Here's my problem. Like, I've seen them put them up. Why couldn't they just... You only have 5 matches on the card. Just have them go out there and tighten up the rope. But now you work, obviously, in wrestling, guy. Mm-hmm. Would that be a feasible thing to do? Or is it because everything was already attached that it's not something they could do right now?
No, because there's a screw that's behind the turnbuckle. And you put a wrench in and you twist it, and that's what tightens it up like this.
Yeah,
it's very simple. You just go out there and do that. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the WWE uses the same style type rings.
Okay,
but I was on a show when the rope was too loose, and a wrestler named Big Chuck Wagon. He was one of these scuffling hillbillies, local guy, great guy,
great name too.
He's on the top rope, and he's a big man, close to 400 pounds. It snapped. Because it was too loose. Yeah. It fell right off and broke. I saw him tumble. He didn't get hurt, thank God. And then they had to take the bottom rope and put it on the top. Now, if they could do that in the middle of the show, they could have fixed that loose-ass rope.
Yeah, it was interesting is going back and seeing the footage of the referee letting him know, like, right away. He gets in the ring, hey, it's loose. Okay, cool. So then, after the match is over, you still don't fix it. During the umpteen video packages they had
they had a lot of video packages.
So yeah, to me it seemed odd that they couldn't fix it, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, we are going to talk about, so let's start off with that first match, the I Quit match, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes for the undisputed title. We all kind of knew going in AJ wasn't winning this match.
Nope. But it's a hell of a match.
It was a pretty good match. I will say my only gripe I had with the match was the ending. I didn't really like how the I Quit happened. It was like he was scared. Like, here's what I say. That I Quit works if you're a chicken shit heel. Seth Rollins, when he was the perfect chicken shit heel, it would have been perfect. But not for AJ as a heel now. He's not that type of heel.
But, no, I mean, he kind of is because he's cheap shotted him a lot. And
he definitely has.
And it was right before that. You remember he went like ham on him with that chair.
He did, yeah.
And then he picked up the stairs. So what's to say he wasn't going to do the same thing?
Yeah. I don't know. It was just like seeing him just like coward, like, no, I quit. Like, oh, okay.
Because he's not really like that, but he's playing a role.
Yeah. So, but the match itself was pretty good. They had some good spots there with the you saw the brain busters on the table. That was pretty cool. Those were some nice spots. The handcuff spots.
Yeah, Cody legit looked like he broke his neck like 3 times.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty good match overall. To me, I'd give it like a 3 headlock.
I give it a 4.
I give it a 3 headlock for it.
No, Sauce was there in person. So
yeah, Sauce was there in person. That crowd was hot. The crowd was hot the whole time.
It was Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, I bet they kept singing the song for how long? They continued for
pretty much down there the whole match,
and that's awesome. And that's again another hot international crowd. Great to see. Great to see for it.
National.
Yeah, but it was a good match. Now, try to remember what else. So Sauce, you being there, I know there's so much craziness, but were you able to like take it in and like absorb the match some, or were you just more about the whole atmosphere?
Listen, let me tell you about the Scottish. Y'all thought the folks down in South America was wild and crazy, with Backlash last year.
Yeah.
They definitely upped the ante with this one. I mean, it's no France, but they were close.
Yeah.
What was in their food vendors?
Oh, trash.
Trash.
Because all Scottish food all off a dare.
Listen, all the Scottish food there, we give that's Shockmaster. Yeah.
What? So, no haggis for you? No, no haggis.
It's Shockmaster.
Oh yes, that would be the Shockmaster, similar to the Shockmaster Championship, which is also right here, for last place in our voting and whatnot. So, yes, we love our good shot. It's actually perfect. Wait, hold on. Let's see.
I will get you.
Wait. Oh God.
Oh my God, it's earthquake.
It's about.
I know it's a tugboat.
That's about right.
I'm not tugboat.
Or are you?
Overall, it seems like AJ, he's kind of on his way out. This sale is setting on Mr. Styles' career has come to a close soon.
Except for like when he comes back in 5 years for his last chance.
Well, remember actually that the big news that kind of came up was that he's actually wrestling in Pro Wrestling Noah in July in a match. So it's, to me, again, this whole kind of like semi-open door that they have with these different companies, it's kind of cool to me. And I'm not going to lie, ever since everything with Jordan Grace coming to wrestle on TV with her championship, now Tatum Paxley from NXT went to a TNA show, and people on the beloved IWC love, AEW got this guy and New Japan, and they got Tatum Paxley. I'm like, really? What? They were okay. All right.
It's just bitter because Phil doesn't work there no more.
Yep. Cry me a river.
But my thoughts on the AJ match real quick. I mean, it was a good call as far as being an opener. Very hot. Crowd, made it even better. These two dudes literally beat the hell out of each other. And
what Cody did get hurt. He'll do it for you.
Oh yeah.
And as far as the match goes, I agree with Mr. Guy. Definitely 4 headlocks.
Oh yeah. All right.
Even when AJ Styles seems like he's kind of getting near the end of the road, he's still going to put up solid matches for you. He's not going to pull a Austin Aries and no sell your finish and walk out, crap like that. But
yeah,
you can kind of tell like he's riding that last wave. I think kind of like just by like his body language. Like
I think he'll get one more title run before it's all said and done.
I mean,
I'll put a lot of guys over, but I mean, like, I think he'll get another run with something.
It really just depends on how world title picture.
No,
moving forward,
like mid card.
Oh, mid card then. Oh yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
When you say it like that, then I can see him, grabbing the, title, maybe 3-month run.
Was he a U.S. champ?
Yes.
Was he an IC champ?
I don't think so.
I do not think he's an IC champ.
I don't remember that either.
We can check the interwebs while
don't you know they only have dial-up in Scotland?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, guys, it'll take me a minute. But while I'm looking at that, we want to head to the next match, fellas?
Yeah, of course. So we're gonna move on. We're going to move on to the. I know this guy. He loved this match so much because it was all the women in it. So it was amazing. So
I liked looking at him.
Well, especially the fiery redheads. Let me tell you.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad they were in that match because it's always good to see hometown people go over.
Yeah, and we already had a feeling that
I knew it was going to happen.
So you have the Women's Tag Team Championship match. You have Jade Cargill and Bianca champs versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Oh, look at Jade Cargill.
And Zoe Stark.
I'm kidding, you're a great wrestler.
Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. So this is another match that they're really pushing Jade Cargill and Bianca is this attraction as opposed to
they are LOD but with boobs.
Yeah, and watching them, they have great entrance, they have a great look together, but it also just showcases again you're in a triple threat match where you don't need to work that much.
And you know what? They keep them strong by not having them get pinned.
Correct, and that was the big change on it. Now, let's just talk about the elephant in the room here, and it wasn't just the one thing. We'll talk about the first thing first. Yes, when Jade got the hot tag, she tried to jump in off the top rope, which was already a hard move to do. To jump on the rope and then to do a double clothesline.
I thought it was going to be a double clothesline. It was something or a shoulder block.
But because of the rope being too loose, she slipped and she went down. But then she got back up and attacked. It wasn't like she hit her head or something.
They probably used, standard instead of metric stuff to tighten it, and it's over in Glasgow.
That's probably exactly what it was. USA don't use no metric.
Imperial, my ass.
Those damn Glasgowians.
Yes, Glasgowians.
You should start calling people that. See what happens. Yeah, awesome. It sounds like a.
Well, if I make it back in the States next week, you'll know what happens.
Sauce gonna come back with a big knot on his forehead because he's gonna get Glasgow kissed a couple times.
Oh my gosh, let's go. So besides that with Jade though, it really kind of showed us just some of the fundamental things that she's having issues with. Case in point, there was at least 2 separate times where Shayna Baszler had her in a wrenched neck lock and she tapped out. Flat, not just grabbing at the hands, flat out was tapping out.
Yeah.
Now, 2 things on this. One, if she really believed that Shayna was too tight on her, which she probably was, there are certain ways to let you know.
You do this.
Yeah, something to let them know to let loose some. Unfortunately,
not get too much away.
At that point, unfortunately, she taps out and they had to ignore it.
Yeah, he ignored it twice. I even looked at you when we were watching it. We were why is she tapping out?
So there was just a couple of those minor things at that point.
Just get to the main thing that you had a problem with.
Yeah. So I will say right now, I think.
All the trolls just immediately jumped on it too. It made me sick.
Was the runner first thing we said? I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. We got all these armchair fucking trainers.
And
look, man, if you've never been in a ring, you actually worked a match, don't criticize a botch like that, okay? I don't like calling it a botch. She just missed it. It happens.
Correct.
You guys are dicks.
Is she still pretty great in general? Yes, and that's not. And
yeah, I mean, she was in fantasy indie land less than a year ago.
Yeah,
it's like space camp for pro wrestling.
It reminds me of TNA when it was Dixieland. So,
Dixieland, yeah.
So that's funny. But how I look at it is this: they should have probably with Jade emulated what they did in AEW and made her that monster. Just with destroying young talent or just local talent, not necessarily your NXT people, but just local people where they're getting paid good to get destroyed as local, right? As opposed to wasting someone in NXT.
They kind of did. I mean, I was very impressed with the fall away slam Samoan drop she did.
Yeah, where she had both of them on there.
Yeah,
that was a good move.
That's how you like show that you're like, man, she's really strong and she can do this. But she was trying to show off her agility too, and that didn't really go well. So stick to the ground mat. Go stick to the mat game. You look impressive. If you don't have to do it, don't do it.
Yeah. I was very happy though, the fact that Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Oh yeah, super happy they went over. So happy.
Well, they deserve it because last year before the draft, they were NXT Women's Champions, and then they got drafted to SmackDown. Then they had a match to unify the belts. They lost, and then they literally never wrestled on the main card again. They stayed down in NXT. It was like, okay, so now you have your chance to come to wrestle and get these belts, and that's good because I want some fiery redheads. Let's go. Come on. I like it.
What do you think, Sus?
As far as the tag match itself, I actually enjoyed it. The wrong team won.
What team should have won?
Oh, Zoe Stark and Sharon Baszler. Come on.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Listen, I want to.
Zoe Stark's very good.
Yeah. Ever since I saw her in NXT, I said this woman needs to be champion.
I will say something before you say more. The crowd was hot. They sounded hot, like crazy. The one that they weren't hot about most was Zoe Stark. So it's not that, and I'm not saying like everyone has to have a crazy gimmick. There's something else that she's got to do to just push her over the edge.
Oh yeah, I agree.
That's all. But,
I mean, because the work is there, the character is just about there. You know, she's almost kind of
like a chocolate chip cookie with no chocolate chips.
And she kind of reminds me of a prettier version of Shayna Baszler. That's just what the vibe I get from her.
I would say she has more charisma than Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. You know, she's almost like better Shayna Baszler as far as her character goes.
Yeah.
Just, a little bit more attractive, a little bit more character and whatnot. But obviously Shayna Baszler has the wrestling set. Now, let me ask you a question, fellas. Under the Triple H era, is Shayna Baszler just going to be putting people over for the rest of her career?
No.
Is she going to become a Natalya?
Oh,
I do not think she will.
Someone who's got all the ability in the world, but just there to put everybody else over.
Well, the thing is that all right. See, with NXT, they appreciate pure wrestling. You really don't need a crazy ass gimmick. The WWE, SmackDown, and Raw brands, the fans that watch that, you need both.
Oh yeah, because of the children.
Because the children, they need their superheroes, they need their supervillains,
right.
They need all the over the top people. They need to see a garbage man beat up
the younglings.
Beat up a pig farmer from Missouri. So the thing is Baszler does she has all the technical prowess. She has Mr. Canada syndrome. But Mr. Canada developed a personality when he got in the ring as well because he didn't have that in WCW.
No, not
he
really.
Developed it.
When they also wouldn't even let him have those great matches in the later WCW before he left, and that was the crux of him leaving.
Well, they started to, but
you're world champion now. It's like, yeah, I'm out. Bye.
Yeah.
Peace. Have fun, Sid.
I didn't say the name out of respect for Sauce.
Oh yeah, Canada Man. Yeah,
Canada Man.
May he botch in hell.
So with this match, to me, I give it a two headlock. Still was entertaining. There was still some good spots, and the crowd was pretty hot for it. I mean, and that was what I was waiting to see. Like, are they going to still be hot for this? And they were, And it was nice seeing the family members for the winners were there.
And they were supposed to be heels, but they weren't heels because they were in Scotland.
They were in their hometown and stuff.
Right. I like their heel work better than them being faces.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't say faces and heels. I can't because Ric Flair said he doesn't like it when people didn't work before.
Oh my god!
I read it somewhere. He goes, I don't care for it. I'm like, shut up. Why don't you go piss the waiter off some more?
I'm pretty sure if you say that to him now, he wouldn't even remember that conversation.
What are you talking about? Talking about when I had 18 beers before noon.
But I will say
that's fun. I do that during camping.
Oh, it's impressive. No, I'm not making fun.
Well, what I will say as far as this match, I'm gonna give it a 3. Okay. Because the women, they went in there, did their thing. Granted, there was a few botches, but with the botches aside, 6 women went in there. They did the damn thing, and we got a new tag champ. So,
yeah, I think the reason I gave it a 2 is because I just don't care for triple threat tag matches.
Okay, well, here's the thing. It's not like how Tony does in Jacksonville, where they have like 6 of them in one card.
6 man or woman matches, or 8 woman,
4 quarter tag match.
Yeah,
but
6-pack challenge with all the tag teams.
Right, but at least with this one, it was kind of a way to put the belts on somebody else and not make Jay look weak. Granted, because what was it? Bianca was the one that took the pin, correct?
No, it was Shayna.
Yeah,
Shayna.
my bad, Shayna.
Yeah.
Shayna. But it was basically, I looked at it as if they're going to get the belts off of them. Actually, my original thought was if the belts were going to come off those girls, it was going to be Bianca that would get pinned, and then eventually Jay would like turn. I mean, I was just figuring like,
storyline wise, yeah,
storyline wise. But as far as this match goes, I give it a solid 3.
Yeah. All right. See, there we go. I like it. But so moving on, we do have the match that I think was the evening. Well, the day, I should say.
Well, technically, I mean, it was like 7 o'clock over there. Well, 8 o'clock by the time this match happened.
True. Forgot.
Over there, you're right there.
You're right there. What are you talking about? You're right there. Sauce. You're right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously, I'm referring to the Intercontinental Championship match: Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable.
I knew. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
I knew it was going to be a banger. It was going to be a good match.
Now, at the end of this match, lots of stuff was going on. We talked briefly last week about kind of this whole Incredible Hulk type character that Otis is now. That's how I look at it. No, not Festus. Not Festus. Nice try. But in a better version of it, where he sees something that gets him upset, and then he fights accordingly. And now it's localized to where it's Maxine. Him and this blonde women, man, he's lucky. He gets
heavy machinery.
He got Mandy Rose and Maxine. He's got.
So she went to OnlyFans.
Hey, no. First, I'm sure he had it, and she makes way more money. Whatever that version is, like OnlyFans-esque. Don't worry, Nick Snips. That's definitely something that's better. Yeah, exactly. T's Tips and Nick Snips. Not a sponsor, but I'm telling you, those guys are great.
I'm pretty sure if I talk to them, they'd sponsor the show.
Yep, I think so. But going with this match, this was a banger right from the get. These guys know how to work together.
They were snug in the ring too. They were snug as hell in that ring.
So many good spots. So many good spots in the match.
It's all build up too, man. I mean, it was consistent, fast paced. It had all the filler. It had good chain. It was just really good.
And they had a good built up story. Like the whole thing with Maxine being hurt because they pushed her off the rope, and then building into the story of her getting thrown into her to hurt her hurt legs. Then that would get Otis involved and stuff like that. Like it all worked so well. But
Tokugawa. Where was Tokugawa?
And again, I talked to you about that when we watched
probably, yeah.
I think it must have been a visa. There must have been probably a visa problem because the reason why he wasn't there. The only thing that makes sense because he was there on Monday, he was there and they weren't there.
And Chad actually when they did a promo, he actually talked about it for a moment. And he was berating his squad. He told Tozawa,
"You weren't even there."
Yeah.
So that probably is what happened. Now, there's a couple spots in there. Let's talk about the German, the bridged, hanging German suplex that he did.
The most beautiful suplex I've ever seen.
I want a gif of that. That's it. It was perfectly done, executed, bridged. I mean, there was nothing. It was great.
I also thought he won the match when he hit it.
Right? There was a couple times you thought there was a good close, he's going to win it. But then just with all the stuff going on, we talked about it last week, there was a very specific criteria that would make sense for him to win, but it made more sense for him to lose. Now, that being said, he's lost 5 matches now for the Intercontinental title in a row. And he also lost yesterday on Monday night because he was told he's got the back of the line now, and he got squashed by Braun Strowman. So now, you know what I'm saying? Chad Gable's happy because he got a new contract. And so I think they are going to move forward with him with something else. But he had some great matches. And that match was a great match.
What do you think about? What do you about you, Sauce?
Crowd was hot. I know you were hearing all that. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely match tonight. But here's the thing I will say about Mr. Gable. Even the losses he's taking, here's the thing I always say in pro wrestling.
He looks good.
You know your character is doing very well when losing doesn't even matter.
Yep.
Losing does nothing to you.
I couldn't have said it any better myself.
And right now, losing is actually working for him because it just makes him like a spoiled child. It's giving me Christian in 2002 vibe.
When he started having the temper tantrums?
He is one temper tantrum away from becoming the 2002 Christian.
That's so good.
At last, you're on your own.
That match, start to finish, I'm saying, fellas, are we saying top 10, top 5, top 3 WWE match of the year?
Yeah, I think top 5 actually.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Yeah,
I give it top 5 for
So,
sure.
like, it's always the workman's titles, like the Intercontinental title, the United States, not counting Logan Paul.
Oh, gentlemen, my internet connection finally went through and finally got that AJ Styles update.
Oh, okay. Fine.
That Glasgow internet.
Glasgow internet.
So he's won the IC belt one time.
Oh,
which makes him the 32nd Triple Crown champion.
Okay. When did he win that? Does it say when?
Well, he's the 15th Grand Slam. Hold on. Wait for this. Oh, you fellas talking.
All right. Well, we might have another match to talk about.
Yeah.
So for this match, rating wise, I got 5. I got 5.
Oh, easily 5.
5 headlocks.
5 headlocks.
Gable just shows off. Like, it's so crazy.
5 headlocks. 5 headlocks. 5 headlocks. 5 headlocks.
It's so crazy seeing Chad Gable and when he's doing like the ankle lock, and all I can think about is Kurt Angle in his prime. When he's sitting there, when Kurt Angle would put someone in the super ankle lock and it was over. No one would tap out from that super ankle lock.
Never seen.
At least in WWE. Now, I think people tapped out in TNA, unfortunately, but from the super ankle lock. WWE, I don't think, unless I'm mistaken.
Well, he's also super ankle lock when he
drops on the ground and locks the whole legs.
Once they tapped out to it. WWE, once they tapped out to it.
No, everyone taps out to the super. Okay. I'm saying that who didn't tap out.
Probably Cena.
Yeah, let's talk about that probably. But
I want to say Cena when he went on that when they had that short little program. That's when Cena came up with the STFU. I want to say Angle Curry. He put the super lock on, and Cena, with all his
he's Cena up.
Oh my gosh, right there.
Oh, but fellas, AJ Styles won it in June 2020. He defeated Daniel Bryan in the tournament.
That's why we forgot it was COVID time where there was no crowd. No crowd.
And his reign was 71 days.
Yeah, but the problem was 71 days of no crowds. That was even before the Thunderdome.
Wow, he lost to Jeff Hardy of all people.
Yeah, they were really pushing Jeff Hardy at that time. Hey, hold on. Come on, man. You know it.
Somebody scream! I'll scream. I'll do it.
We're never doing that again.
Nope.
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah, I felt dirty.
That's
dirty, right?
I ain't lying. It's starting to get warmer.
That's nice.
What was Germany hat?
Well, I said, you got
Germany, Scotland. Bash in Berlin is not.
It's like 5. It's like a mile away.
I will say, in where I'm at in Glasgow, this hotel room is very warm right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Back in Michigan, it is very hard a heat wave here. So it's very weird that you have a similar heat. That's very odd.
So odd.
So moving on, we do have the women's championship match, WWE Women's Title, which was Bayley.
I didn't see Bayley losing
versus Piper Niven. And two things we talked about a little bit last week. Piper, it was nice having her in there because of the Scottish connection.
She did a good job.
I mean, the match. I mean, the match was pretty good. The match was pretty good. It really showcased Piper. Oh Lord. These guys. Yeah, I thought she did pretty well, but it was just sad knowing that she wasn't going to win. And this is where NXT now introduced the secondary women's title, the women's North American title. Now,
which should have been around for a while. I've always said that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were talking about it. Now, if they were dead serious about working this women's division, which right now we could be into another renaissance of the women's division. We could because
we're on the tail end of a renaissance already.
No, I know that, but I'm saying that they continue on and do not have the big ass dip like they happens almost every time. You could do a secondary women's title, and it would work on the main roster. That would move to both shows.
The women's Intercontinental Champion.
There you go. There you go.
The women's United States title.
There you go. Regardless of that,
or the television title.
Because at this point, I could name. 6 different women that could have that belt and defend it.
And they all start with Io Sky.
No, I thought she was a great women's champion personally. Kairi Sane could be champion, interchange those two. Even Dakota Kai could have done it too. Since she came back, damage control got better. I thought.
I just want Asuka.
Look, we all want Asuka. The producer of this show.
Yeah.
My wife, she loves Asuka, okay? She loves Asuka so much. And I'd like Asuka. You could do
so much more.
I wasn't talking about wrestling, but yeah, focus.
Next time we go to
Tokyo,
we'll stop better.
Oh yeah, we go to the Tokyo Dome and then
we'll go
in January.
We'll get our haircut at Asuka's hair salon.
I forgot she does do that. So anyways, with this match, yeah, it was a pretty good match. But again, we all kind of had a feeling what was going on. Now, what was cool was Piper Niven's outfit was almost the same if you looked at Awesome Kong. We've talked about it.
I was thinking Fat Bastard, but whatever.
Oh, but see
I'm not saying she looks like him. I'm just saying from the movie Awesome Power Spider Shaggy.
No, look at Awesome Kong. It's like that. That's what.
On a sidebar, I watched that movie about 4 weeks ago. The second one.
Still holds up.
Still holds up.
Oh my god. Oh wait. Does this work? Oh, I forgot. So I have this little thing here, and I guess let's see if it still works here. Yes, it is a
wacky. Oh my god.
Yep, a mini wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Hey, I'm Al Harrington. Wacky waving inflatable arm man tube man. Discount shop and Emporium. Yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah. So here we go. My wife got me this.
I love it, man.
I know. Isn't that cool? I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's a little wild. So we're gonna turn.
Well, they are sponsoring the show, so thank you, Al Harrington.
Thank you, Al Harrington, and for all you do.
You want to answer my eyes, Johnson.
As for this match, though, it was pretty straightforward. I will say the funniest part of the match had to have been Chelsea Green, who's doing such a perfect job as her gimmick or character. She came out looking good, little skirts, little
Cardona's a lucky man.
Oh, he's a lucky man. So she came out complaining that she got hit. So then the ref, little Nate, of course, women's match, of course he throws her out, and she gets all mad. She comes back in wearing a pink Rey Mysterio mask.
I know who you are.
And it was just like, what was funny was I had just talked about last week about how
Mr. America
she used to wrestle. Oh, when we talk about that too, how she wrestled in Lucha Underground as Reclusa and under a mask. So it's almost like that's kind of funny. But
when I saw her in the mask, the first thing I thought about was El Generico.
El Generico.
The
greatest gimmick of all
I will
time.
tell you right now, if they brought that back, even as a joke, like a backstage gimmick,
he'd blow up.
It was so funny. It would work too.
He needs to be in a match where he gets fired. Yeah. Like, he gets fired from WWE.
It comes back as El Generico.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it would be gold. But for this match, it was good.
I give it a 3.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. 3 headlock. To me, it was a Raw match. That's what it was.
Yeah, it felt like a Raw match.
It was a Raw match, and the match was just to help out and push.
I agree, 3.
Yeah, it was good. No big frills. That off the top rope, Bailey the belly.
Oh, Bailey the belly.
Yeah, Bailey. That was pretty impressive because there was a couple spots where she got slammed down and her head right off that mat. And And how's that feel? How's that feel when your head slaps?
Oh yeah, you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it, and you feel it more in your neck actually.
Well, yeah, because remember, people that think wrestling's fake. Oh, well, it's just like a squishy mat. No, it's plywood that's on top of metal.
It might not be MMA, but it is athletic.
Yeah, and then you have a small piece of mat, very thin.
Oh yeah. It says about a wrestling mat.
Yeah,
although sometimes some promotions will put like foam and shit in there, and I'll tell you right now, it's a bitch to run across there. Give me a piece of plywood with a mat any day of the week.
Well, yeah, because you're only squishing into
I've
it.
Seen more people break their ankles with that kind of bullshit.
I can imagine because when somebody's running and when the traction is off,
It's like running at mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and it's like,
So
especially when you got the bigger guys who are just trying to like run and especially try to accelerate.
So you're saying that Osprey and Ricochet would be like, what do we do?
Yeah.
We can't do anything. We can't run and do our flippy moves.
I can't do flippy, but I guess we're gonna have to.
And don't get me wrong, I like these guys are great wrestlers, but like that's still funny. Like if they can't run back and forth really fast, then what's the?
Is that pound for pound? Zack Sabre Jr. is better than both of them.
Oh, I love Zack Sabre Jr.
He looks like he hurts people when he's out there, and he does do all the flippy floppy.
Love that guy. It was a travesty. He lost the belt, the television title to
about that awesome belt.
Tanahashi.
I can see that.
But Tanahashi, like, is part. He's owner of the company now. And then he just lost it to Matt Riddle right after that.
Are you saying you don't like nepotism?
Oh yeah, right. Tanahashi's great. Everyone knows if you watch in New Japan, but he didn't need to be the best to beat him at that time. And we're talking about a show that happened like 6 months ago. By the way,
he's got some best entrance music too, don't he?
Wait, Takeshita? Takeshita does. Yeah, Takeshita's got it with Don Callis. Hold on, let's get that queued up here. Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay, that's dirty. That's dirty.
Did you
Here,
us?
yep, hold on. I gotta write a sign now. That says we're Oh, here we go. Never mind. Here we go. If anything happens, we have to write a sign saying we're being held hostage. So
we heard a loud click.
Are you talking about this awesome belt that
no,
he lost?
we're talking about that garbage-looking belt.
This belt is awesome.
How in the world can you say this belt's awesome?
It's very easy. This belt is awesome.
Okay, so
no, seriously, like I think
It's like he peeled it off a plaque and put it on a belt.
Yeah, it's like a trophy maker.
It looks cool to me. It's orange.
To me, it's.
I don't mind the orange. I don't mind being a different. That's cool.
The only thing I will say I would prefer if the belt was brown and give them more RCA television look.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's about it.
I'm with you on
but
that.
other than that, like I like the belt because it's different. It's clean. It's different,
and it's a television champion.
And it looks like a TV screen.
I will say I do like the World Ring of Honor TV title for that exact reason because they did use like the TV with the little bunny ears on it too. If you look that one up, that's pretty fun too.
I got you.
So
overall, 3 for me.
For you, 3. I'd have to say 3 as well.
What do you, Sauce?
We still talking about Bailey versus Piper, correct?
Yeah. Piper, Bailey.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
It's like Piper, Bailey, Sauce,
twins.
Hot tub. Let's go.
When you hit your head and thought you were Larry from Three's Company.
I'm gonna give it a 2. Like it wasn't terrible, but it was just like,
All right.
I'm trying to find that Ring of Honor TV title.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay,
it's a pretty unique belt.
Yeah, there was only four matches on this card.
5 matches. So.
5. We went through 4 of them.
So we went through 4 of them. So our last match would be the main event.
And
Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
I honestly thought I was going to go a different way, but Dr. Love.
So let's talk.
Hey, guess what?
Real quick, fellas.
Oh, I did pretty much call that
before we fully sink our teeth into this last match. I like this one. I don't know if this is one you talk. I'm assuming this is not the one.
No. So what they did was this.
I like all television.
This is the one that came out afterwards because they had a problem with the licensing for the belts, and this was okay. It's an okay belt, but it just wasn't my favorite. They had to come with new makers for them. Now, but going for this match here, one thing. Okay, I was all mad. All right,
he's mad.
I'm mad.
He's mad.
I'm mad.
Me.
Okay, man. Look, here's the thing. Everyone and their mother loves Broken Dreams, and I wanted to hear it. So they played a video package, and everyone knows from the Clash Castle 2 years ago, the video package had Broken Dreams. They played the whole song through the package. It was great. Great. This time, they were like, we're going to do the video package. At the beginning of the video package, you heard like
slow motion,
a little bit of it, and then they stopped. And that was it. That was it. I'm like, that's not fair. It's perfect time to do it. But he did get a badass entrance. He had the bagpipers and the drummers.
On Roddy Piper.
Oh yeah, yep. That's this guy. That's all we were saying was like Roddy Piper entrance, 110%, and it was awesome.
One of my top 3 pro wrestlers of all time.
It was a very cool moment to see that, and the crowd was hot.
They went
like they should
fucking
be.
nanners.
He comes out there and he's looking good. He's in shape. He's looking ready to fight. Damian Priest comes out, his own music, his own DJ Rebel or whatever. Oh, I hate it so much. We'll talk about that on a later podcast. A lot of these new musics have to say something in them to get you excited.
Oh yeah, real quick. So when I first heard Styles' new theme of WrestleMania, I was like, okay. First hearing, okay, it's all right. But now I've heard it multiple times. I'm like, oh, this is dog water.
Thank you. Thank you. Tell me why the original music ain't nothing but tell me why. I'm not doing it. Ain't nothing but tell me why. Tell me why they changed AJ Styles' theme music. That's why
they hate you. That's why
they hate me. Clearly, no. Obviously, they must have got a contract with the guy that has done a lot of these musics now. Like he did Priest. He did for no reason. Tiffany Stratton. She already had like a new music, and then did a new.
You got to say a phrase before every title. Every song.
They have to say a phrase.
But we'll go more into that at a later. But
I'm glad someone else realized how shitty AJ Styles.
Yeah, no, I love his original music.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you have an iconic music, why change it? But certain aspects I understand. It might not feel heel or face enough.
No, absolutely. Yeah,
but his music fit both of his characters.
Yeah.
What was always the good adage of like if you were a face, you had a sweet music, there's a little fast pace. What did you do when you turned heel?
Slowed it down.
That's what Shinsuke Nakamura.
You came out to Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus. That was one of my main thing when I was a heel. I came out to Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus. People hated that song.
Oh, there you go.
If I was a heel, what music I come out to?
Shock the Monkey by Peter.
No. And this song will give me so much heat. The gentlemen, ladies
that's what we're here for.
In internet land. Look up Taylor Swift cover of Earth, Wind, and Fire September.
Yes.
That's the song I come out to.
There is a wrestler that comes out to that named Alex Van Zant that comes out in FPWA.
The Taylor Swift September with
he came out there a couple times,
with the banjo?
Yep.
Oh, damn it.
And you know what?
There comes Sauce's debut.
Is he a heel?
Yes.
You
can't be a face to come out to that shit unless you're going to I don't know, some type of teeny battle.
Listen, you can only come out as a heel to the worst song cover ever. I'm telling you, it's the worst cover ever.
Worst ever.
When I first heard that song. When I first heard that song, it sounded like if unseasoned chicken had a noise, that's the noise it would have made.
Oh. Unseasoned chicken had a noise. So dog food, gotcha.
So moving on.
So anyway, Punishment Martinez comes out to the ring.
By the way, I just have to go with that right there. His jacket, if you looked at it, had the Punisher logo, and the bottom had
which is one of the coolest logos ever.
The teeth that looked like an M, and I'm sitting here like that's cool. That's cool because it's cool. For it. It's cool. A nice nod to his old gimmick. So, and the match was pretty good. These guys,
except for his whole getting caught in the ropes thing.
Getting caught in the ropes because he went over the top. And you know what? That's happened before. Do you remember when that happened to Test? I'm pretty sure that happened to years ago.
He didn't get as caught though.
No, he didn't get as caught. I think he was able to do it himself. But Damian got so caught, and thankfully Drew understood it and started hitting him to see if the ref could help. But once the ref realized he has to have him help him back up, or there's no way he could have got
Well,
free.
if you notice, Drew said, he goes, I can't beat him like this. I can't win the title like this.
Nope.
And I'm like, you are a fucking champ, man. That's why I love Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
He thinks on his feet, and he's just good, man. And I wish he'd get a really good title run. Sorry.
That's like Jericho and Neville when Neville broke his ankle.
Yep.
And Jericho went in there.
Make the fucking count.
And Jericho started beating up the ref and got disqualified.
Yeah, it was crazy. That's just the best way it happened. So he got back in there and they made the match as good as they could make it, and it was still pretty good by the throughout that. Besides that little spot, and then hey, here's another thing too about that crowd. If that crowd didn't boo, they didn't boo at all.
Nope.
You know how, like, if that happened here
in Chicago and Philadelphia,
they would have booed the shit out of it. They would no, you fucked up, you fucked up. No, screw you guys. They knew that was clearly
very spoiled over here.
Yeah, they were clearly.
They wouldn't have booed in Japan.
An issue. Oh, they absolutely not. They would have sat there and watched it.
They would have been like,
they would have threw roses in the ring.
Yes, they would have been. Shit.
Someone would have been there like, we'll help you out. We'll help you out.
Normally, we would just cut through our leg to get out. But okay.
The match was pretty good, and then there was back and forth, some good spots here and there. Damian Priest still, I know. You go ahead.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I like Damian Priest. I think he's a good worker. Is he world champ? Is he? No. Is he? No.
No, he's definitely the transitional paper champ, which is what he was called already.
And that's what I love when McIntyre called him paper champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, yeah, he's keeping the title warm for somebody. I just don't know who.
So let's talk about that. Now,
let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So during the match, there was that spot where he's going to the corner, and then the referee, for some bizarre reason, jumped out of the ring to miss the spot. And I was like, oh, that's weird.
No, you got Hood getting hit.
No, I know that, but I wondered why, and now I understood right after that.
Smacked and went flying off into the barricade. The ref bumps are getting more sick, folks.
Well, yeah, because these
the refs are no longer made of crystal or sugar glass.
No, they're all basically trained to be wrestlers anyway.
Well,
they're all jacked.
It's how they always are, though. I mean, they've always been. Mike Chioda. Look at my guy. I met Mike
Earl
Chioda.
Hebner, not so much.
Not so much Earl or his brother,
he looked like lumpy mashed potatoes. I never saw him.
I worked a match where Mike Chioda was the referee.
Yeah,
and the guy, he came in when he first went in the back, and everybody shakes hands, shit like that.
Yeah,
and he looked like Bling Bling Chioda. He was in a Dallas Mavericks tracksuit with like 3 or 4 chains around his neck, and he's like, "Yo, where's the promoter at?" And I'm like, "He's over there." And I got to talk to him, and guys put together,
and that's good to see. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So think about that when you look at the pro wrestlers and they make them look small.
I know, right? Then you're like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
So you obviously have the rough bump spot. Now the rough bump.
And now here comes shenanigans.
Well, you have the visual pin because and they got up to about 7.
Yeah.
Then again with WWE and their great camera work.
This was one of the best. This was a great shot.
The camera work comes in. And the second referee comes in, but the camera's behind them, so you don't see the ref. He counts 1, 2, and then stops, and then this slows, and it's CM Punk.
And it cuts to the other one showing the view, and he's going like this.
It's CM Punk. And that crowd went absolutely nuclear. They went absolutely nuclear. And it was exactly what I assumed was going to happen.
Yeah.
They're not going to not utilize it.
No, it's a great feud. And they're actually building the feud.
You know what's my other favorite unique camera was I think it was SummerSlam when Roman came back. They were still in the Dome, so they had more freedom to work with. But I forgot either the Fiend, I think it was the Fiend and Strowman. I think they were feuding. And it was a particular camera angle. They shot up, and all you saw was one of them was in the ring, and they got took it down by a spear. And then all of a sudden you see the person rise up, and there's Roman, almost kind of like he's looking down at the camera, just flexing.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, this will only happen during the Dome.
Yeah, everything's very cinematic.
Yeah,
skinematic.
Some of those divas. I'm sorry, superstars.
Val Venus.
Hello, ladies.
Oh God, do you remember all the like his pictures that he named it?
Yeah,
he named it.
Well, see, we like that version. But
Ryan's privates. That's what
but Sauce still loves the Sean Morley, the Chief Morley character. Like that's like one of his favorite characters.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, former tag team champion Chief Sean Morley.
Hello, boy.
Listen, the best Morley was when he was with Right to Censor.
Yeah, and that's actually it.
Then he became the Big Valbolski, just the big.
Oh yeah, because remember that was a big thing with names. Like WCW did it with like the total package. They wouldn't call him Lex Luger. He had to be called.
I know, but he was still Val Venus. He was the same guy that was Val Venus, and they just called him the Big Valbolski.
No, I know that. That's what I mean, though. So WCW Lex Luger would come out, and they would call him the total package, and then the whole match. And they're the total package of the match. Hey, package has got this match. Like, they would just short. They wouldn't even call him Lex Luger.
Call him package.
Yeah, they call him. You know, it was like, what the heck are you doing?
Right.
You know? Oh Lord.
I would give the Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest match. I'd give it a 3.5.
No, You didn't say the magic word.
Fine, I'll round up 4.
There you go.
That's right.
I had to do it. That means you got it.
Ned, thank you. Was it Grinley? Whatever the character from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Nedry.
Nedry, that's what it was. Ned Grimley was Martin Short from SNL. Never mind.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I gotta give.
Please, damn it!
Please.
Hate this hack of crap.
Oh my god! Now I'm not gonna lie, guys. We can always do a great group Jurassic Park cosplay.
Oh,
I'm
Jeff Goldblum.
Holy crap!
I'm either Grant or Jeff Goldblum.
Oh my god! Here we go.
You gotta be John Hammond.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can do Hammond. The problem is, I dressed up.
Fine, guys. I'll be Samuel Jackson.
You're the T-Rex. You are the T-Rex, obviously. What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. Clearly, we had better options. I don't know.
Well, hey, how about you vote? You could choose who we are in the Jurassic Park costume.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Post it. Send us messages.
We'll have some.
That's fine. We're open to group suggestions for Halloween.
Group what? You said group says. I'm like, what the heck? Whoa.
Wishful thinking.
Whoa. Where's my Batman glasses? See? There's always one that gets these references. That's the one.
The one. The guy.
No, not that one. Where Billy Gunn just pops out of nowhere. No, Billy Gunn, you're not the
Listen,
Oh, God.
That's Billy Gunn. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Anyways.
Smoking gun.
So CM Punk does his whole thing, and then apparently, after it went off the air, Samantha Irvin announced to the crowd, she was sorry that McIntyre lost, and she was trying to be, she wasn't being like a heel. She was just trying to, and they booed the crap out of her. And
they didn't.
There was videos coming out why did you do that?
One thing the Scots do not like being happen to them is being condescended to.
Yeah.
And go condescend to us. We understand it's a story.
Condensation. We're watching condensation. So we got condensation.
What was that? Yes, that was a
Family Guy.
Reference about them moving to London.
Yeah. So I will say, to me, with the storyline they've had built up, with CM Punk coming in at the end, doing a lot of stuff, I give it a 4 headlock. I actually give it 4 headlock because of the built-in storyline already working with it, and it's already continuing to know we're going to have this knockout, drag out, McIntyre, CM Punk
multiple match.
Oh, for sure. And I cannot wait to see it because yesterday on Raw, he did a promo where he quit WWE. McIntyre. Okay, sure. Yeah, he quit, guys. Sure.
He just signed a contract, but he quit.
So, no, he's clearly not quitting. You're going to have a great match there. SummerSlam.
Unsanctioned fight between the two of them.
Yeah. Maybe, depending on CM Punk's health. I would push it to SummerSlam, honestly.
Bionic triceps.
I know, right? They could do it Money in the Bank for a first match to get a big match on that card. Because they already have Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. So Rollins will not be in Money in the Bank this year. Which I'm not mad at. I'm actually not mad at that. He doesn't need to be in. He's
going to challenge title. He's going to challenge Cody for the title.
Yeah, well, he's facing Damian Priest right now at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it's eventually get turned down.
Gotcha. So that was Clash of the Castle. Meh.
Over as a pay-per-view, I give it a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, the 3.
Now, what we're going to talk about here
was awesome.
So yesterday on Monday Night Raw, a lot of stuff kind of happened, but the big thing that happened at the end of the night was the debut of the WYATT 6.
Oh, so good. As a fan of horror movies.
Yep.
And wrestling, this was the best parts of both.
It's finally happened after all the weeks of with the QR codes, all the stuff like this. We now get Uncle Howdy. We have Joe Gacy as the pig.
Is that who it is?
Yes.
Do you have identification of who is who?
Yeah. So far it's with the 5 members. Now it is referred to as the Wyatt.
One was pretty obvious. The
Nikki Cross.
Nikki
yeah,
Cross.
she was pretty obvious.
Nikki Cross being Sister Abigail. You have the pig. Was Joe Gacy. And then you had the Bludgeon Brother with Rowan. He's
with the hammer, obviously.
Well, what's cool about that, if you actually look when he's sitting there, he's got the mask, right? The bunny mask, like the rabbit mask. On the back, has got the mask that Brody wore when they were the Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah, and it's sewn to the back of that mask.
That was nice. That was a nice tribute.
So he's there, got the hammer, which was cool. Yeah, you're like, okay. Yeah,
who's the other one?
Dexter Loomis.
Dexter Loomis.
Because he hasn't been doing anything for a while, and he was filming.
I loved his gimmick.
I love him. We talk about it. I still liked him a lot, and so at this point, and then of course Uncle Howdy himself with Bo Dallas.
I believe in Uncle Howdy.
And I'll tell you right now, I'm excited. A lot of people are like, well, the 6, and they kind of have it spelled SICK 6, like the 6. A lot of
people. X-Pac.
And now this guy just ruined it. Xbox like, let's do Xbox, yeah.
He doesn't fit.
I hate you. I hate you, Kenny. I hate you so much.
Just for reference, my name is not Kenny.
No, it's not Kenny. Yeah, this guy.
So anyway, yeah, there's 5 of them. We don't know who the 6th member is yet.
I sat there and thought for sure it was going to be Alexa Bliss. I thought she was going to come back with this gimmick. Honestly, it really should have been Braun Strowman, because Braun Strowman right now is kind of just stuck in this, I'm going to beat people up and that's it. Yes, was it fun to watch him just randomly chase down JD McDonough like he's Nemesis from Resident Evil 3 or Mr. X from the remake or whatever? That's what was funny for like a couple weeks. That was funny. But now I'm done with it. Right.
Well, JD McDonough is just the bump guy.
Yeah, he's like the human Funko Pop. That's basically what he is.
Although he does take some pretty damn good sick bumps.
And I do like him, Jordan, the former Jordan Devlin, a protege for Finn Balor. I watched a lot of his stuff from Evolve, and before that, he's a good wrestler. But then you put him up against the other guys, it's just not a contest at that point.
Put him up against Nick Wayne.
No, okay, no, don't put Nick Wayne in the same. Okay. Sauce, I wish you were here in this room so you could slap him right now. I wish you were here and you could do that, but you're unfortunately still in Glasgow. You're still in Glasgow. Let me just say this. I would say, guys, we all saw it. Great debut. What do you want to see happen? Sauce.
So here's what I'm saying. As a wrestling fan, we all want things to go well. I just hope this doesn't turn into something that's hot for like a month, and then we just no longer care anymore, and then he just goes to obscurity.
Gotcha.
Right. That's what I think is going to happen.
All right.
Once the honeymoon phase is over after a month, fans going to be like,
"What's going on?
Okay, why else should we care?"
Yep.
At this point, we don't care no more.
Okay. But the thing is they took Vince McMahon out of the equation. Okay. Isn't he the one that basically killed the Fiend?
Well, him and Bray also, well, kind of both, because if you watch the Bray documentary, the biggest problem with Bray is it's a good and bad thing with his creative control. If you give him too much creative control, he starts to go off the rails. And then you try to bring him back and tell him what word might work, then he doesn't want to listen anymore. And then he gets frustrated, then he basically wants to shut everybody out.
Yeah, so then he'll say, I just want to walk or quit.
Oh, I hate that shit.
So that was the big problem I have. Now, here's my thing right now. We all watched that promo. Well, I say promo, but, the debut.
The big name.
And you saw everyone get beat up. Bludgeon backstage.
Heels and faces alike.
Do you believe? I thought about this when I watched it. I think everyone's going to be fine the next day and have no idea what happened to them.
I can see that.
I'm not going to say it's a dream sequence.
Or that would kill it right away for them.
Yeah, I'm going to say that they don't know what happened to them.
They got jumped.
Have no idea what group did it. Yeah. So you're going to see people like that next week on Raw. I want to see Gable with a gauze on his head.
Oh, I want to see them show up on SmackDown too.
Oh yeah,
to keep people guessing.
Actually, great point. Does this group show on both shows? At least one character? Do they all come together every time? In a women's match, do you have Sister Abigail show up in the corner, scare the shit out of somebody, and they lose the match, and then they're gone? Like, what the heck just...
Right, like what Uncle Howdy did with Alexa Bliss.
Yes, yep, exactly. And so they have a lot of options, but here's my biggest one right now for you guys. Does any of them need to win any championships?
Yes.
Okay.
I think to legitimize the group, they have to win the tag titles at least once.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I'm fine with the tag titles.
I'm feeling it's different.
Okay.
I feel like as long as they can do good storytelling, they don't need no type of gold on them.
Look, I get that.
They can just be agents of chaos.
I understand they're agents of chaos, but if you want to keep this group around for a while, I mean, given like the Nation never won a lot of belts, but like they had that one guy that always had the title, had a title.
Yep.
It was either D'Lo or it was The Rock.
Yep. There you go.
Before that, though, Farouk was there, and they didn't have any titles. They had it and they were around for a while. So that's a very valid point you had, Sauce.
I think it's just a double-edged sword. I think, I like the idea of the tag titles. Really, kind of give more another tag team for the division. Especially,
there's 6 of them too. I mean, 5 right now, but 6 of them. I mean,
yeah, but any kind of gold will kind of legitimize it,
and they're going to be chasing the champ, whoever it is, and like whatever it is, a group that size.
Well, this is actually okay. We're getting close to the end of this podcast, and actually, I have a great question here. Now, we're not even going to do a Heat of the Week because I assume the WYATT 6.
The WYATT 6 show
is probably the Heat of the Week.
Oh, my Heat of the Week is air conditioner.
No, yeah, the cool of the week. There we go.
It's wrestling related. It's wrestling related because all places you watch wrestling have them.
There you
Except
go.
for GCW.
You're right. They totally don't. Okay. Who is the first wrestler that they feud with?
LA Knight.
Oh, God, please.
Okay. So LA Knight, personally, I can't say that because he's got his big feud with Logan Paul.
Oh, I take that back. I forgot the Logan Paul.
Yep, see? There you go.
We do not like LA Knight, Sauce?
No, I just don't need him feuding with that.
Because he already did. Remember,
he already did it with Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt's last match. I mean, come on.
He was.
So,
yeah. I would say they're going to feud with... man, that's tough.
I know. That's a good question.
I would say I would love to see them feud with the Final Testament only because they're two like similar groups. Maybe absorb the Final Testament.
No, that'd be too many people.
Yeah, it'd be like the corporate ministry.
I don't really hate like the idea of doing that, even though I kind of like them. But no, too similar of a group. I think the group would have to be. Gosh, I don't know. Sauce, any ideas? Any thoughts on that? Because who?
Braun.
Yeah. Ooh.
Braun
Okay.
Go on.
Okay.
Because he's big.
Wait a minute.
There's 6 of them.
Okay.
5.
Wait a minute. I like that because it would legitimize taking out a big guy who has been destroying other people. Okay. I like that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Spitballing. She.
And obviously they've already shown him beating up Chad Gable. So there's something like
that.
Yeah,
but the thing is, Gable's a heel. And does that make them good guys?
They're just the
agents.
They're shared regardless. I can't even call them an anti-hero type situation. They're just the entity that gets cheered, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Undertaker, unless they really forced him to be the heel, he was never a heel. But those few times he was a heel, which were great, by the way. Some of those were super great.
Yes.
Against Ric Flair at WrestleMania, man, one of my favorite matches.
Yeah.
Yes, when he just demolished Ric Flair. He didn't want to wrestle him, but he did. Yeah. He beat up David Flair.
He beat up Hogan.
So, anyways, yeah, I think.
Oh, my neck, brother.
I think.
Oh, my neck, brother. Oh, you broke my neck.
I think.
My wife.
Which one?
Ooh.
E. Wang, wang.
Well, bang, bang.
God, you know we're done. We're too hot. We're too hot here in Michigan. He's hot out there in Glasgow. But
it's hot as hell out here, y'all.
So I'll sit here and say, look, we had some great debut, some good matches there. We do have some upcoming shows coming up. So next week we do have the preview of Forbidden Door.
Bang, bang.
The Forbidden Door show. I have no idea what. Okay. Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah,
That'll be on the pre-show probably because that's just how whatever. But yeah, so next week we have AEW's Forbidden Door show preview.
Bang, bang.
And I swear to God. One more time, and the Sauce is going to come from Glasgow, and he's going to give you a Glasgow kiss. That's right. But anyway, I'm just kidding. But we're there to bring you that, and Bryce some more too. I'm watching. But on that note, we're gonna head out of here. Thank you guys for all the chats and everything, and every watch us every week. We were a little early. We'll again be back at our 7:30 time next week, or we at 7. I don't know. We'll make a decision.
I kind of like 7. The earlier the better.
We'll make that decision. So we're probably gonna change it to 7 o'clock, 7 Eastern Standard Time.
Bang bang.
I swear. God.
Stop it.
I'm done. Anyways, we're gonna head out of here, guys. So Sauce
already checked out.
Sauce, take us out, man.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's hot as hell out here. And for those who don't have air conditioning, my heart goes out to you the way Katniss does. You guys have a good week.
All right. We'll see you guys.